Okay. Good morning, friends. Good morning, my subscribers. Good morning, the general public that would watch this my video. Please, before I go along to say what I still want to say concerning the marital crisis between Regina Daniels and Prince Ned Nwoko, I still want to plead with you to please subscribe to my channel. I just started it newly. So I've been on Facebook, so I'm not new on social media. I've been on Facebook with a fairly number of thousands of followers, but I still want to reach out to other channels, and that's why I'm here. If you look at the channel, you know it's quite a young one with fewer videos and followers. So please, I plead with you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It promises to be exciting, it promises to be educative, it promises to be uh, 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 to promote moral upbringing of youths and the society at large. It is based for every counseling we give here is based on biblical background, So this channel. It has Christian religious bias. So most of the things we'll be discussing here are things that would promote Christian belief, faith, and values. So, and we often uses the trending issues such as marriage breakdowns of notable celebrities or high-ranking individuals. We look at it and we sort out some issues that we should advise the general public, you know, drawing inferences from what had happened in the breakage of that marriage or even reunion. So we are not only prophets of doom. Okay. So this morning I want to, say something on the cry made by Senator Ned Nwoko. My political enemies are after me through this marital crisis between me and Regina Daniel, cried Senator Ned Nwoko. My enemies are after me using this marital basbos between me and my wife. So Senator Ned Nwoko made this cry via a very long note or statement where he explained everything. He claimed that there was no issue in the marriage, that everything around him revolved around Regina and all that, and he doesn't know why his rivals, political rivals, family enemies, those who have been looking for a way to bring him down, want to use this opportunity to bring him down. And I'm like, let's look at this cry made by this our senator. So what can we deduce from the cry? My political opponents, my enemies want to bring me down. You understand? When I heard that his cry, something came to my mind. You see, in Nigeria, we sabi game blame. We know how to blame others for our misfortune, for death, for sickness, for everything. We want to blame others that they caused it. There's hardly anybody who died whom they will not say that somebody killed him. Sometimes even 90-year-old man, you will see the children crying that he had been killed. You understand? And some persons, one way or the other, they got sick, terribly sick, and they died, maybe through natural causes and that. But We will always believe in African mentality, somebody is doing me. So in this marital crisis between Prince Ned Nwoko, whom we now later found out that that Ned is Chinedu Nwoko, you know, so this man, the man is fighting for Igbo state, but his name that reflected Igbo is now shortened in a way that people will not even know what it meant. Ned, charity begins at home. Your fight should begin from your name. It is through this crisis we now know that your name is Chinedu. So why shorten it in a way that people will not even know the meaning again? And yet you are the one crying for all your people to go back to their roots. That is, by the way, you know, my political enemies are using the was between me and my wife, Regina, to end my political career. He cried out. You understand? And this cry came when he had seen that they are putting up another age, you know, more, which is not what we had believed. We had believed that Regina was 19 and Ned married her when he was 59. That's 59 stroke 19. That was what the public were made to believe. But my people said that Afosawa Akowazie Heri. That means when you start having stomach running, you will now start researching what you ate that must have led to it. In the same way, when there is problem, so many things that we do not even know before might now begin to come up. And one of them now is the allegation by the light is gone, but we'll continue this video, please. We shall continue. So one of it is the allegation, but let's move to where we can get natural light. If this one is gone, let's try natural light, please. Let's try natural light. If we can't get the artificial light, let's try natural light here, please. So what I am saying is that Ned, there's an allegation now that the Regina Danes was actually married when she was 17. And what they have not told us is if that was when she married Ned, why the 19 years that was put up here? Was it an agreement between Ned and the mother, or between Ned and Regina? You know, when the going was good, to lie to the general public about the age of Regina. We don't know. Do you understand? We are still researching. We are still researching. We are still researching. So we've not known. Let's use natural light, please. So we are still researching. We don't know who is telling lies now. But when the moment Ned saw that 17 years, and he knows that that one, if digged further and found out to be truth, that will automatically go a long way to harm him and his further political endeavors. And so he has to jump out and cried immediately that, look, oh, these people are after me, you know, because of this, my problem with my wife. People are now want to use it, you know, looking for a way to harm me. Do you understand? So now the problem is at 19, even as Paned is saying, Paned is saying that he married Regina at 19. Now let me forget the allegation of 17, because that 17 years allegation, they will go and prove it in court, because they had already made us to believe something. So this other one they are saying now, they are the one that they will go to court and prove it there. And believe me, if it got proven in court that that girl was married at 17, it's not going to be huru for Prince Ned Nwoko. Then, because that automatically makes Regina a minor, and that will automatically cancel every allegation Ned is putting out there, because less than 18, a girl child is considered a minor and considered unable to make decisions for future purposes. So anybody that has to do anything with a girl child that is under 18 is completely wrong in all. That is what the law provided. Do you understand? So when he see this, he became a little bit jittery. That man that has, been showing ego and everything, the moment he saw this put out, he began to jitter. The same man that just apprehended the younger brother in the midst of this thing, captured to send police, caught him at Lagos, to Abuja and all that. The moment he heard the word 17, he became jittery, because he knows the implication as a lawyer, and an international lawyer. He knows that what the implications are if proven to be truth. But let's go by the 19 that was put out here. I don't want to meddle with this 17 until it is proven. Do you understand? So now let's assume Regina was 19, because even when the video of their traditional marriage resurfaces now, I begin to look at it critically, and we begin to look at that young Regina that was so young and looking naive and helpless in that very marriage picture. It was only the mother that was giri up and down. The mother that is now shedding tears. So now, let us even say that Regina was 19, 2 years above being a minor. And a man at almost 60. Ned, if you are thinking of political career, a sustainable political career, is that the level of girl you will go and mingle yourself with? A 19-year-old girl. You see, we like apportioning blames to other people. But if a man has a career and is already progressing and he wants stability, he wants continuity, that affects every decision he takes in life. Now, when you look at the book of James chapter 1, verse 14, and that place said, he said, every man, but each man is tempted when he is drawn by his passion, his desire. What your prurient interest is, that is what people will use to get you. I used to tell people, I say, sometimes I see people in the village, they are drinking, they have drinking, and their body is changing, and they are dying, and they are still drinking. They want to die in the drink. And sometimes some people say that it was that people do them. They went and tied their name, put in a glass, and do this and do that. And I'm like, if you are not a drunk, hardly will such juju or voodoo work on you. hardly will it work on you. There are certain things, if you don't control them, they will control you. Or they will later come at the end when your journey is becoming sweeter and become a soured water along the way. If a man is unable to tame his sex urges, if a man is unable to strike a balance, if a man is able to create a boundary, I always tell people you must have a boundary. What you can take and what you cannot take. A boundary you must not cross. Now, he went along to even try to establish to us that as the time he met Regina, that the Regina was already doing drugs. And then for a man who want continuity and stability in his growth towards political development, and you want to approach a lady and you already discovered that that girl is not up to 20 and is doing drugs, and you still went and woo her, scatter her head, and she join you in marriage. And now you are saying that your political rivals are using the situation. Who opened the door? There's no way you explain this thing that is working, it's adding up. It's not adding up, sir. It's not adding up. If this girl is already doing drugs at that tender age, which could be regarded as juvenile delinquency, then somebody who wants a steady growth in political career, will you join yourself with a delinquent? And now the only qualification is that you need a virgin. After multiple wives and with about 5 other wives you claim to have, you are still craving to marry a virgin. What is the virgin for? What is the virgin for? And now, enemies are using my quarrel with this one. And then, while living with that lady, that girl, while living with her, and now says so person comes to give her drugs, so person comes to give her drugs. It means that while inside the marriage, you could not equally create a boundary of friendship for both of you. You are not in control of who visits your home. Not there's a control I'm talking about, positive control. I don't mean selfish one. Positive control. As a married woman, and sometimes there are some friends that come around me. From the time my husband sees them, he become uncomfortable with them, and he will keep mentioning, talking things that let you know that, look, this person, your husband is not well pleased with it, and I will gradually start making a U-turn. It's not that you come and say, if I see so person, no. It will keep on, repeatedly. Anytime the person comes, he pass comment, and sometimes it doesn't give them face. The way my husband shows that I don't like so friend and so friend that comes around you is that he will first begin to burn those people. And when he start burning those people, it's just to tell you that I don't need these people. The ones he like, when they come, sometimes he even come and participate in discussions with them, because he has seen them as calm women that can make positive impact in my life and in the marriage. Even sometimes when I watch the type of people that Regina Club, the type of people anywhere they run go there, they're dancing. I say, this girl is married to a man that is 60-something years. You want us to blame Regina, whom you married immaturely, even if it is at 19. At 19, we would not completely say it's a minor. We can't say it's a minor because it's after 18. Then, but at 19, you are to progress in her training because she has not been fully trained. And then why would you condescend to that level? Last time, there's a business mogul in Anambra that married, I think, Miss Universe or something. It was televised all through. Now, the lady was 26 years and married to a man of 55. At 25, every woman is capable of making decisions and never regret. Even if she will regret tomorrow, she will know that she made the wrong decision, not that she was immature to make the right decision. At 26, the lady decided to marry that man. She has sat down and count plus and minus, 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 and said, I will be comfortable, and she go there. She would not wake up one morning and say, the man is forcing himself on me. When you see a girl saying, man is forcing himself, it is also an indication that that woman is no longer finding it fun to have intimacy with that man. Every man is tempted when you are drawn by your passion, by your urges, and by your lusts. I have money. I want to get as many good women as my eye crosses. Even after the sixth wife, we have still seen repeatedly rumors of other actors and actresses. We have still continued. You still come up and keep denying and denying and denying and denying. The more you deny, the more they are still trying to authenticate the stories. Whatever my eyes pleases, I will get it. Such a man may find things difficult on the way when his way are even becoming more interesting. And you begin to blame his people, my opponent, my rivals. Onye kpara nka arụrụ si na ngwere bịara ya ọrụ. He that fetch infected firewood has invited the lizard to come to work for him. What are you doing with a woman that is less than 20 years? And you are not saying my political rival, and even when the thing is not working, you and the lady met, you know how the thing started. Inside you, examine your life, you know how the thing started. The truth is that this small girl doesn't want to go ahead. You have been seeing it in the responses she has been giving you in the bedroom, that is not finding the relationship funny again. At that point, you allow her to her decision. Does she want to go? Let her go. You say she's doing drugs and she has alleged of violence, and they posted online. The next thing, what? You want to go or what? Then the issue of arresting the brother. You didn't calculate that this arrest may bring more bad image to me. And let me rather handle this matter maturely, because you are more mature than this girl. You now grandfather you be to her. Her grandfather, you be to her. Now, during when you contested for a senatorial position in your constituency and you won, there was a saying that Regina encouraged me to go into active politics. You know, when things start changing like this, we tend to forget some things both of you have claimed online here. Regina encouraged me to go into active politics. We might have been political father or all this sponsorship. There are people who sponsor politicians. They are not out here, but when those people go into power, at least they will give them contract and all that, and pave way for them to do businesses and all that. But they are not in active politics, and I think that was the position you were before. And there was a claim here that it was Regina who encouraged you to now enter into active politics. You dragged for the senatorial position and you won. So if that is the truth, it shows that from the one, you didn't really plan for active politics. If it was Regina who encouraged you to go into the senatorial position, and now you are seeing the dividend of being an active politician, you are also paving way for more future positions. But you are unable to handle what is coming on your way because of your prurient interest in younger girls, because of inability to tame your urges. And you are now blaming Okafor. They after my death. Is it okay? Those people now that are coming to say all that you have done, they are alleging. We are not there. All those things are subject to be proven as they are alleging. Now, without arresting Sammy, probably all those things would have been there as they were lying. The lying dog lay there. But now, from arresting Sammy and refusing, even when there are calls from notable Nigerians, leave this man. This is a family matter. Don't come like this. So that you don't look like a predator. You don't look like you want to victimize your in-laws. Instead of you to make immediate U-turn and enter into negotiation, you are more interested in doing things to coerce the lady who is already fed up with you to come back. You want to use two hands to carry two things. You want your political ambition to add more volume. Somebody around you said, I want to go, let me go. You still want to hold that person like this. What is the need for all those non write-up? You've been doing drugs, you've been doing that. Whatever is the matter. I wanted her to go to Jordan. I wanted her to go to Asokoro. If you wanted her to do all those things for her head, and she said she's not comfortable, she doesn't trust you anymore, she doesn't even know what is happening to her again, and she has gone. Sometimes when marriage is like that, they allow a separation. Separation might either heal the wound or the marriage, let's do a part. Whatever the person chooses, marriage is never by force. It's never by force. It's never by force. You say your life is rotating around Regina, and the lady is normal, but all indication. She's showing you that I'm no longer interested in this relationship. You are building empire. The empire you have suffered for so long to build can fall in 1 minute. Let us build is difficult, but let's destroy